with another movie review. I'm gonna talk about Drive Away Dolls. This movie is a lesbian LGBTQ overload. I'm sitting here thinking that this movie is gonna be somewhat of like a Pulp Fiction type of movie, and it wasn't. They had a lot of characters in this movie doing too much. Oh man, way too much. It was two lesbian friends named Jamie and Marion. One of them was from Texas. The other one was from up north, and she was Indian. The girl that was playing Jamie, she was from Texas, Fort Worth, and she had just an exaggerated country accent. I live in Texas, and people don't talk like she do. This took place in like the 90s, like 99. So, yeah, this movie just it was all over the place. And it's an hour and 24 minutes, thank God. I'm glad this movie went by pretty quick because I was very disappointed in this movie. They showing all these trailers for this movie thing. I'm simply thinking it's gonna be like Pulp Fiction or something, and it wasn't. There's a lot of agenda in this movie, a lot of LGBTQ agenda in this movie they could have did without. There's a lot of unneeded sex scenes in this movie. The movie started out with a sex scene. They really didn't need to start out that way. There was some nudity in this movie they didn't really need to have. The chick Marion, she was Indian, I believe, and they showed flashbacks of her when she was a kid. She was jumping on the trampoline, and then she was being on some peeping Tom stuff, looking at her next door neighbor. Her next door neighbor was a white woman. She was just sitting down by a pool naked. So I guess that's how she got turned out to, want to be a lesbian. I'm like, okay. Then the two end up getting with each other at the end of the movie. They were friends. They went to some little restaurant to see these soccer players, these all female soccer players, and they was in this little basement all kissing each other. I'm like, okay, man. And then somehow they started kissing each other, the two friends, and then they got kind of awkward, and then towards the end of the movie, they started hooking up with each other. Okay, then I had Matt Damon play a senator. He had some little fling with with Miley Cyrus, some chick. She was playing some type of hippie chick that had made some type of mold of his penis and made it into like a sex toy. So he sent these guys to go kill this dude, Santos, played by Pedro Pascal. They ended up killing him, and then I guess cutting his head off. So they put a head in a box, and then the sex toys in the suitcase, in the briefcase. I mean, so the whole movie was these girls went down to Tallahassee. They took a car with a suitcase and the head in the back of the trunk. That's basically what this movie was. And I'm thinking it's gonna be like some kind of drama crime movie, and it wasn't. It was just an agenda fest, LGBTQ lesbian fest movie that had Jonah Hill's sister playing a cop that was a lesbian, and she was just cussing people out, talking to men all kind of way. I'm like, they really took me out the movie. The way they portrayed men in this movie wasn't cool at all. They had Coleman Domingo, I think his name is. I forgot what that black dude name is. It's in The Walking Dead, one of the Walking Dead spinoffs. He ended up getting killed by one of his henchmen. So I'm like, okay, this movie just all over the place. Like I said, I give this movie a 5 out of 10. You watch the trailer to this movie, you think this movie gonna be better than it was. This movie is as worse as Madam Web is. It's on the same par with Madam Web. It's a terrible movie. Terrible movie. It could have been a whole lot better. The movie is an hour and 24 minutes, thank God. I mean, you get a couple of laughs out this movie, but the script is trash. These actors could have been better. It was just an LGBTQ agenda movie. That's basically what this movie was. I'm simply thinking it's going to be like some type of Pulp Fiction type of movie because they had that little suitcase thing going on in the movie. It wasn't like that. And I just That was my first and only time watching this movie. I'm not gonna watch this movie again. It dragged. The movie was a drag, man. And they was just doing stuff they didn't really have no business doing. It just didn't make any sense to me. But like I said, this movie's an hour and 24 minutes. It goes by pretty quick. It's a worth one-time watch. I wouldn't watch this movie again. But it's been more than Boss Play on my heart.